So, hey guys, so this is your lesson for Monday, April 13th. We're going to talk about subtracting mixed numbers. Now, when we were talking, it's been a couple weeks now, your last lesson, we left off with adding mixed numbers. And if you remember, I kind of showed you a visual like this. I'm going to show you up here. Right here, we have the fraction 1 and 5/6 plus 1 and 5/6. And you can see that I have right here, I have 1 whole plus 5/6 plus another 1 and 5/6. Okay. And we talked about when we have mixed numbers, what we're trying to do is we're trying to create another whole. So I'm going to say that this fraction right here, this little piece, I know that I can move that over here and I can make another one whole. So if I take 1/6, move it over here, I have another whole. This is what it will look like when we put it all together. So then we would have 1, 2, 3 wholes. And then what would be left after we took that 1/6 piece away? Well, we would have 4/6 left, okay? So then our answer would be 1 and 5/6 plus 1 and 5/6 equals 3 and 3/4. I'm sorry, 3 and 4/6. Okay, I'm going to show you what this will look like if we do not use visuals. So I'm going to use this example, 2 and 1/3 plus 2 and 2/3. Okay, so when we add mixed numbers, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add the fractions first. So what is 1/3 plus 2/3? Well, if we remember from the rules of adding fractions, we remember that we only add the numerator. The denominator stays the same. So 1 plus 2 equals 3, and we're going to keep the denominator as 3. So we'll have 3/3. So that's the fraction. Then we're going to add the whole numbers. 2 plus 2 equals 4. So we have 4 and 3/3. Now, if you notice the fractional part, right, we have that 3/3 is the same as a whole. So we're not going to leave it like this. So we're going to change this into another 1 whole, and we're going to add that to 4. So 4 plus 1 equals 5. So our answer is 5. Okay, so that's how we do it without visuals. I'm going to go on to show you how we do this with subtraction. Subtraction's kind of the same thing. It just is going to get a little different when we have to regroup. But today we're not going to be worrying about regrouping, okay? We're just going to subtract mixed numbers without using visuals. So if I have 10 and 4/9, and I'm going to subtract 7 and 2/9. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stack my numbers just like I would if I'm trying to subtract whole numbers. So I'm going to put the larger fraction on top. And from that, I'm going to subtract the smaller mixed number. So it looks like that. Now, you might say, well, Mrs. Baker, I don't need to do that. I can see that and go sideways, and that's fine. But when we start to regroup, you're going to see that maybe this might be a easier way to do this. So make sure you get in the habit of stacking your mixed numbers when you do subtraction. Okay, we're going to start with the fractional part first. Again, 4/9 minus 2/9. Well, 4 minus 2 is 2. We keep the denominator the same, which is 2/9. Then we go to our whole numbers. 10 minus 7 is 3. So we have 3 and 2/9. Okay, I'm going to do one more, and then I'm going to let you guys practice today on your assignment. So I'm going to say 3 and 5/7. And from that, we're going to subtract 1 and 2/7. Okay. Again, I'm going to get in the habit of stacking my numbers. So I'm going to put the larger mixed number on top. And from that, I'm going to subtract 1 and 2/7. Start with the fractions first. 5/7 minus 2/7 is 3/7. And then we go to our whole numbers. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 and 3 sevenths. So this is an example of how to subtract mixed numbers without using visuals. Bye.